Season 5 of Stranger Things might be the worst season of the show. The actors really convinced us that this season was going to be the best and that the finale will shock everyone. Well, that did not happen. Hey guys, welcome back to the internet. Today's video is going to be different. As we all know that the Stranger Things is over now, the show has finally ended after a 10 years of run, and I am disappointed. There are so many things that I want to talk on about this season. What was there to like aside from bad ending, bad acting, and the half-assed, underwhelming fights? First, let's talk about the few best things that this season gave us. Number 1. Focus on the third wheeler child. Honestly, it was really amazing to see her throughout the season. Second thing I liked about the season was how they stick to the part where Vecna is obsessed with abducting children because the party and Eleven are now 16-17-year-olds. I mean, still children, but look at their faces, they all look 20 plus. Third best part of the show was Karen. I can't believe they made her the best mother this season and completely ruined the character of Joyce. Ignoring her weird ass in season 3, this season, she was definitely a queen. Fourth best thing was Max and Holly's bond, which they ruined again in episode 6, ending like Max encouraging her to be strong and she can find the exit to the upside down and all that shit just for her to say in the end, this is my exit to home, not yours. You have to find it yourself. Bye. I was crying from laughing. Like, how can you do that? That was so mean of Max. But I get it that she has waited 2 years for this moment, so. Then, fifth best thing was little Lumex moments that we got. But they had very less moments. Like, Lucas felt like more of a side character than Mr. Clark, honestly. Sixth best thing was, that's it. I don't think anything else there was that I liked.
Well, it doesn't have to. That's a good question. I don't know.
Now let's talk about the disappointments and my dislikes for this season. Every time Elle appeared on the screen, she had only one expression. Like, look at her. And those mogging 11 memes that y'all are seeing on TikToks, I know y'all are tired of them, but they are totally accurate. I love Millie, the actress who plays 11. She can act like she did in previous seasons, but this season it was really bad. I personally think Millie is not a bad actor. I think she was just done with this show. And the same goes to the other actors too. You know, like Caleb, he didn't have much scenes, so I can't really comment on his acting. But I loved every scene of his with Max, and this is why I think in the spin-off series, they should make both Max and Lucas the main side characters, you know, like Joyce and Hopper are, but married. I think Gaten was the only actor from the party that I liked his acting. He played Dustin so well this season. Dustin and Steve's bond, I loved that. And I liked Joe Keery's acting too. David Harbour, Winona Ryder and Jamie, they were good at acting, especially Harbour and Jamie. But I feel bad for Winona because the writers ruined her character this season. Like, with what the hell did they do to Mama Byers, who was so protective of Will from first season? And let's start with her from episode 1, where she's shown ungrateful of Wheelers for letting her and her children stay in their home for 18 months. Are you kidding me? First of all, Joyce would never do such a thing, that she would never become a burden on someone, and if she did, she would be so grateful. Then the scene where after finding about Will's power, all her protective instincts are thrown away, and in episode 5 she's suggesting an idea for Will to fight. I mean, I get it that he's not a child anymore and stuff, but from a parental perspective, look at Harbour. He never treated Elle like that, knowing that she has powers, and even though he knows that she can fight Vecna, he still argues every time. At the end of the day, I still love Joyce, and I think we all do. We'll miss her dearly. Now let's talk about least important characters like Murray, Mr. Bumman as Erica calls him. I have no idea why was he still in the show, and could they not kill him instead of Callie? Like, then Elle wouldn't have been alone wandering in some faraway land looking for peace. Now I know the character everyone was talking about in After Volume 1, but the writers really ruined viewers' expectations in Volume 2. Will. And before we move further, I liked his character in Season 1 and 2. After that, his character just became exhausting. I saw my expectations and hopes for the finale rise. Like, I was excited after watching that scene of Will killing those demos with his mind, like, yes, King, do your thing. But that hope was shattered in Volume 2 because what was the point of giving him powers? I still don't get it. And don't get me started with that one scene. Yeah, his coming out scene in episode 7. Like, that scene was placed at such a wrong time. Will's coming out could have been such a beautiful and impactful scene, but instead, it became a meme. It doesn't make sense at all for Will to come out at such a horrible place and time, and that too in front of 20 people in the room. Like, what the hell is Murray doing there? I think the only people he would come out to would be Joyce and Jonathan. And maybe Mike, L, Dustin, and Lumex too. It was not a bad scene overall, and it could have been played out well, but the timing was so out of place. Maybe at the starting of volume 1 or at the ending of the finale, it would have looked great addition to the season. It was so painfully annoying to watch. I was cringing the whole time and the acting sucks. And some fans pointed out that his come out scene is much longer than their fight with Mind Flayer. And aside from my love for this character, the actor who played Will, Noah Schnapp, he sucks at acting. He really sucks. Mike. Well, he's Mike. He didn't have any special moment or character arc that really needs to be talked about. Other than the fact that Finn can't act for shit either. Both actors who plays Will and Mike were the worst at acting. I think there's only one scene where he really acted his ass off though. In this one, no, but seriously, that last scene of his with Elle in Elle's mind, that was really good and emotional. Maybe the only scene that actually make me sad. Only one scene the whole season though. Now let's talk about the finale because some people are really satisfied and calling it great.
You are under spells, people. You're under spell. I ain't under no spell. You are. You're under a spell.
Like what? Did we watch the same show? That was the most underwhelming episode of the entirety of Stranger Things, and I am not even kidding. The only scene I liked was when they showed Vecna's past and his trauma, but other than that, it was so bad. Like, Will really tried that Henry, this isn't you, look at me. I was laughing, and also, where did all the Demogorgons suddenly go? The Duffer Brothers' reply to this question was, they are somewhere there, you just can't see them.
That doesn't make no sense.
Another thing that doesn't make sense is how did a group of kids manage to defeat a giant mind flayer monster with grenades? That whole fight scene of Al and Vecna inside Mind Flayer felt a whole lot of nothing. Okay, let's say they did defeat Vecna and Mind Flayer in the end. Why did Al not get to kill Dr. K? Like, I think they kept her for the spin-off since we also didn't get to see what actually happened with those pregnant ladies in the lab. Overall, ending of Al was also shit. I hate what they did to Milavan. This scene makes me so sad and mad at the writers. And they really give us she lived in peace forever after. Shit in the end. Like, the damage control is insane. And what the fuck happened to Robin and Vicky's relationship? The Duffer Brothers replies again, it's up to fans to guess what happened to them.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Also, I know how crazy Bilers are. They were still convinced till the end that Mike and Will were endgame. But you cannot force someone to love you more than a friend, and I'm glad that Will accepted that and moved on. Like, he looks so happy with his boyfriend in the end. And that's one of the few things I liked about the finale. I also loved that Hopper and Mike scene at the end where he's encouraging Mike to move on with his life. That was really sweet. And I felt so bad for him because he lost his another daughter too. Like, that's so sad, man. And also Chopper and Game, they are engaged now at last. They got their happy ending. I'm happy for them. Overall, this disappointment of a season was result of a bad writing. Seriously. Such a bad writing.
I cannot stand you with the passion.
Anyways, I can go on and on about the things that I didn't like about this season, but it's time for me to end this video. This was InderNet. Please subscribe to my channel for more rants and commentary content. Take care and Happy New Year.
I saw alien spaceships above my house.